Hey, I'm Austin and welcome back to another workout in the Concept 2 WOD Week Challenge. We are here with our day 5 workout and we are back to some more distance intervals. Today, we're gonna be rowing 500 meters, 2-minute rest, 1,000 meters, 2-minute rest, 500, 2-minute rest, 1,000, 2-minute rest, and then one final 500-meter row. What's great about this workout is that we can use our experience from our previous distance rows to really help us out here. So when it comes to finding a good split difference between 500 meters and 1,000, generally we want that to be between 3 to 8 split seconds. If you're a little bit more advanced in your fitness and in your rowing experience, you want that closer to 3 to 4 split seconds difference. Whereas if you're fairly new to rowing, somewhere more to 5, 6, 7, or 8, probably is gonna be better. So if you can review what you've done for your 500-meter rows, if you did that back in the day 2 workout, same 2-minute rest breaks in between. Let's strive to hit those same 500-meter averages and then see if we can find that 3 to 8 split second buffer to rock and roll for the 1,000-meter rows. We're gonna approach the 500 meters with a stroke rate of 30 strokes per minute, and then the 1,000-meter rows at a stroke rate of 28 strokes per minute. You are welcome to bring more speed, bring more intensity on the rate, or lower the rate if you need to. You do you, but you can follow my rhythm to lock in those splits. And of course, you're gonna be able to see my numbers throughout. So what am I gonna row? For today, I'm gonna be aiming for a 2-minute pace per 500 for the first 500. That second 500, I'm gonna go for a 145 average. And then for the last 500, I'm gonna go for a 135 average. So with those, I'll take whatever our average ends up being and I'm gonna add 5 splits to it for the 1,000-meter row. So a 205 for the first 1,000 and then a 150 for the second 1,000. So that's my pacing here. If you find that lines up well with one of your goals, feel free to repeat and rewind the video as you need to follow along with that same interval. And also another great challenge that people have been doing within this challenge is to see if you can kind of match me throughout the end. See how long you can hang and bang with me, especially towards those last couple intervals. But it really is on you. But I'm here to help guide you every step of the way. So if you're using the ErgData app and it is on the WOD day, it is loaded right in. But if you're not, you can hit the menu button to turn on your monitor. And from there, we'll go to Select Workout. We'll go to New Workout, Intervals, and Intervals Variable. It's important that you hit variable because each one's gonna change. The first one, distance 500, use the top arrow keys to scroll, set that to 2-minute rest. Interval 2, we're distance again, but this time we're gonna go to 1,000 meters. So make sure you scroll and use the plus and minus keys to adjust. Same rest break, we hit okay. We're gonna hit distance again, change that again back to 500 meters, scroll past, make sure it's not 1,500. Next interval, here we go, 1,000 meters one final time. Scroll back, keep the rest break the same. And then last interval here, final time with distance, final time resetting it to 500 meters. Use your arrow keys, use the minus button, and we are all set to go. From there, we hit no more intervals. Pause the video and warm yourself up if you need to. But with that being said, it is time to strap in and let's just row. Okay, our first 500 meters here. I'm rowing this at a 2-minute split. If that's in line with you, awesome. If you're going faster, go for it. Here we go, thumbs under, gripping, sitting ready, legs plant or heels planted. 30 strokes per minute is my goal here. 3, 2, 1, drive, swing, pull. And let's get right up to 30. And I'm gonna settle that split. Whatever your goal or your pace is, let's take 5 strokes to try to lock in that split goal on this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice, now we're just gonna try to hold this here. Now again, thinking back to day 2, those 500-meter efforts. No need to be a hero and try to beat those. If you're matching those, that should give you plenty of challenge for the 1,000-meter rows coming up. When we're sprinting with a high rate like this, ideally our heels are gonna stay down and we're focused a little more on the lean and reach forward, stretching those arms in. Reach in, push, swing, pull, reach in, because it is more important to have enough lean forward so we can swing back, that is more important than bending your legs more. And now just sustain. Now just hold. That last 120, that's when we get cooking a bit. Don't let your split get away from you. Just maintain. If you've got a little more juice here for the finish, feel free to go for it. Less than 10 strokes, it's done. Through the line, and that is time right there. Okay, 2-minute recovery. I would say you can let your form get a little sloppy during the rest breaks, because our most important thing we're keeping in mind is keeping our body moving. We don't want to sit and let our blood pool, especially when we're sitting on our butt the whole time. So good time for a little butt shimmy, loosening up the glutes, hamstrings here, because when you're sitting, you're kind of pinning those muscles down. That's why it gets uncomfortable. Ooh, but next up, we have the mother, the 1,000 meters. So we take our split average, whatever that was. For me, 159.9 on this one. So somewhere 3 to 8 splits faster. If you are more advanced, try to hold closer to 3 or 4 splits. When I say faster, I meant slower. 3 to 4 splits slower. If you're still fairly new to rowing, still figuring out what you're capable of, more like 5 to 8 splits slower. So I'm going for 5 splits slower. I'm gonna try to lock in 205. We're gonna shift rate from 30 to 28. And we're just gonna be locked in for the long haul. It's gonna take over 4 minutes for this first one. Then things will pick up for the next rounds. But if this is in line with your goals personally, just stay with me. All right, we're not gonna go into this with a racing start either. We're just gonna roll straight in. So I'm gonna try to get the monitor to count to 0 right as the start of the first stroke. I encourage you to do the same. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Here we go. 28. Giving ourselves a little more patience on the return here. Same idea though, of a big stretch and lean to the front. 28 is still a pretty high rate. So remember that heels down is probably going to be closer to what we want than heels lifting. More about the lean and the reach than the leg bend. Good, just trying to find my rate here. It's tough to settle it exactly. Even coach isn't perfect. All right, if you're not locked into your numbers yet, let's take 5 strokes, lock in on this one. 1, 2, get your number. 3, get your number. 4, and 5. And now, all we gotta do is hold. Getting the mental win of seeing those meters tick down means every stroke we're getting closer to the end. Lots of time here to practice a good breathing rhythm. When we're at 28 or more, emphasizing an exhale at the back end. Breathing out as you pull in. Sometimes 2 breaths per stroke is needed, especially if you're pushing pretty hard right now. But especially an exhale at the back. Now as we come up to halftime here, let's make sure our technique doesn't fall apart. We don't want to lean and pull at the same time. We want to keep that torso angle closed forward as we push our legs away. Legs, then swing pull. Legs, then swing pull. Much easier said than done. but do your best. Push, swing, pull. Focus 10 on legs first, swinging second. On this one, here we go. That's 1, 2, push away first, then swing. 3, push first. 4, 5, pace is getting a little hot. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Mentally, hardest part is right here, right now. You stay in this, stay swinging. It's that third quarter blues. Okay, last quarter is where the gains are made. This is where we find out who we are. Are we someone who's just gonna get through it? Or who can stay on task, stay on rate, stay on pace even when it's hard? Hold those legs down, press, hold your legs down. Pull that handle in with the legs flat. Okay, last 100. If you can squeeze out a little more, now's your time to go. If you want to take that rate up a bit. Good, keep it. Do not let up or it's going to screw up your average. Do not let up. Do not let up. 1 more to get it through. Nice job. Okay. Okay, 204, not quite 205. Remember that there's no such thing as a good or a bad split. It's all relative. You know, as someone who's 6'8", over 200 pounds, and has rode for over a decade now, you know, 205, hard for me to hit in a different way. It's just all relative to each and every one of us. So continue to focus on your own self-improvements here. Don't get too caught up in my numbers. I just do it for honesty and accountability. I think I just hit my tripod. So you're sure you saw a little screen shake. Okay, so now we're on to the next 500. Have I been talking too much? Well, good news is I won't be talking so much now because now I gotta push harder. It's gonna be me breathing heavier into the mic. Going 145 on this next 500. Same 30 rate, just jumping back a little harder, a little more intense. So this is where you choose to either continue with your own pacing, or if you started ahead of me, I'm catching up on this one. Or you might choose to just see if you can hang with me. Feel free to use more rate. Try for that 145 if you're bold enough. Just shake it out for now. Shake it out for now. Do you need to adjust your own pace here? Don't think too much about it. Just feel how you feel. Do what you got to do to be proud of yourself today. Okay, time to get ready to jam. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're back on the 500, 145 split. Oh boy. All right. Now we're getting to work. Again, same form, same lean, same reach, same push, swing, pull. Settle your number if you're not already. 1, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember to check your average split with your instantaneous. You need to get those to match by the end. Nice, I know what's burning. Need you to hold. Keep it. Last 100, don't slip up. Extra juice if you got it. 5 strokes and it's done. Or less than that. Woohoo! Okay. Okay, way harder. Woo! Breathe. Pant like a dog. Whew. All right, recovery time. Charge up as best as you can because this is the real mother, the stepmother on this next one, the second 1,000 meters. God. This is designed to trip you up. This next interval is designed to make you question your life a bit. We will be entering what we call the pain cave. A cave that's very uncomfortable to be in, and one that has no end in sight right away. If we keep crawling, we will get to the end. But you have to keep going. Don't stop and cry. Fight through. So I'm taking this average here. I'm aiming for 5 splits slower. Oh God, this is gonna be uncomfortable. I'm gonna try to rock and roll with that at 28. Probably not gonna talk so much. So you keep going, you keep doing your thing. Form is the same. Just be mentally ready for that 500 meters to go and that 250 to go. That third quarter, it sucks. But we're gonna fight through together. You are not alone. Last little butt shimmy. Last butt shimmy if you need it. Okay. You ready? Let's get this over with, shall we? 3, 2, 1, let's jam, let's go. Remember, more or less rate as you see fit. I'm trying to get a little bit of a head start on my average here, just by a split or two. A good way to go about a mentally challenging 1,000 is to look at it every 100 meters as little mini checkpoints. Boom, another mini checkpoint just like that. First quarter, bingo. Hopefully you didn't burn out. Long and steady here. Hold your legs flat, pull in, finish. Right below the chest, abs tight. I'm feeling pretty good on this one. I'm pushing my pace a bit. Okay, it's pain cave time. Welcome in. Hold your numbers. Don't slow that rate. Give yourself a fighting chance. Nice, halfway through the cave here. Relentless. That's the mindset on this interval, relentless. Just fight for your number. Last quarter, the light is in sight. Hold, push, work. Good, push that pace a bit if you can manage. Push it a bit. Don't cut your leg back, swing it. Get in, swing it. Get in, push, swing. Get in, push, swing. Through the line. Last 5. Hard, not slow, hard, not slow. Let's go. Nice, time. Ow. Stay moving. Just breathe and let your sweat flow. Just breathe and let the sweat flow. That was the main hurdle today, and that's done. If you went off on your own at the start, am I catching up to you? Time's ticking. And if you're hanging with me, did you hang with me there? And if not, you might just be just finishing the interval now. Well done. All right, home stretch here. A fun 500. The nice thing about this next 500 is realizing there's not a 1,000 to do after. That's pretty great. So maybe you took day 3 off to kind of recharge and you're ready for this, or sorry, day 4 off. You took one of the days off so far this week. Let's say you did that. Use that extra rest, that energy to really push this last one. I'm gonna be gunning for a 135. At a 30, I'm going to struggle to do that. I can already tell. It is going to be hard for me to breathe, but I will do my best. Here's the plan of attack. First, 350, we're chilling. Last 150, we take it up for the last 150, all right? More rate, more effort, open rate, and go. Sound good? Pour your heart out here. This should be your best 500 of the whole WOD series so far. This is where, again, we need to play offense, not defense. Don't row into this defensively like a victim. Step up, own up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh man, I gotta step on the gas here. Here we go. Pressing big acceleration to the back end. Yes. Reach in, push, swing. High hands. Halfway, own it. Open rate, go. Woo! Oh my God. Did you hear it there at the end? How's the 2 breaths in action? The exhale at the front and the back. Woo-wee. Ouch. How'd you do? Bet you cranked that thing that last 150. I'm sure you did. Let's paddle out here at least to the top of the minute, and then we'll check our results and how we did. Of course, you can use your Erg Data app to see your results, or go to the Concept 2 logbook to see how you did. But the old school way, my personal favorite way, we just check inside the monitor. So when you're ready, you can go handles down. Oh, my butt is aching. Here's what we do. Menu. Let it load to go to memory. List by date. Magnifying glass. Gotta do a little bit of scrolling on this one, but you can see that first 500 average, the rest break, then the second 500, or the 1,000 meter average, our second 500, the second 1,000, then the very end, that last 500 meter row. Well done. That's day 5. If you did all 5 days in a row, congrats, you already beat the challenge. But we still got 2 more days of intense workouts to go in the WOD week. I hope you've been enjoying these follow-alongs. If you do, let me know. And if you dare, share how you did in the comments below. And a reminder that I have hundreds of follow-along workouts just like this on my Just Row platform. It's linked down below if you want these kind of workouts built out more into programs that are follow-along. I'm there for you every step of the way. We got a great community over there too. So anyway, thanks for rolling along with me today. Hope you had a good one. And as always, I will see you in the next workout.